and welcome to your town. I'm your host, Sean Leary. This is my time of year. It's a springtime, and I'm going out on the town to talk with a handful of mayors about what's going on in your town. We're seeing Woodbury, Mantua, its renovation projects. We're also going to check in on the new Deptford mayor, and we're going to get fit in West Deptford. But first, we're going to head to Glassboro to talk with Mayor McCabe about how he's trying to make Glassboro more aesthetic. All right, Mayor, I know this is an exciting time here in Glassboro. A lot is going on with Rowan Boulevard and a lot of projects. If you can start us off by telling what's happening in Glassboro now and maybe what we can see in the future of Glassboro.
Well, we're very excited about what's happening in Glassboro, and we do an awful lot with Rowan. We feel it's very good for us to take advantage of a major university being here in Glassboro, and more we're doing things together and helping each other. One of the big things is our downtown redevelopment, and the major portion of that is constructing a new boulevard from Rowan University to downtown Glassboro. We want to bring the students, the staff, closer to downtown to make it a destination for them. And in the boulevard, it's going to be, we have a major redeveloper who's actually investing $130 million into this program, including the boulevard. At the beginning of the boulevard on 322 near Rowan University, we will have a hotel, 100-room hotel with a restaurant. Nearby will be a 500-car garage. Along the boulevard, we will have retail stores. It's going to be a very wide boulevard. Now, we still have a lot going on right in downtown Glassboro. Our major street is High Street for retail, and one of the new things we have there is a store called Innovations, owned by Teresa DeVitro. And again, taking advantage of Rowan being here, she's using Rowan students to refinish furniture. And I don't mean in a sense of just repolishing, but it's actually fine art work that they're doing, and very unusual things. And that we feel that's going to go great. The latest thing to open, though, in downtown, within our redevelopment zone, is a bed and breakfast by the Spiritors, John and Tracy. Wonderful job they've done in renovating a large home. It was the Izzard home going back a couple of hundred years, really, and just a phenomenal job. And it's a great asset to Glassboro. One thing I have been touting is Glassboro built on glass, and we have the Glass Museum. I'd like to see us have a studio of glass blowing. And we've been in contact with Paul Stankert, who of course is world renowned in glass blowing and what he is doing. And Paul, we just wanted him to sit down with us and talk. Well, he's enthusiastic about what we want to do and joining in with us. We're very happy to have the response we have from him. So we see a lot of things are going on with the Arts District, and that will be part of High Street. And we see that, again, making downtown Glassboro a destination rather than a pass-through.
Mayor, I guess Rowan would be really excited about this project in both the Rowan Boulevard and also to help out with the arts program.
They're very enthusiastic about it, getting involved. And on May 6th of this year, the Cultural and Historic Commissions of Burlington County, Camden County, and Gloucester County having a day called Southern Exposure of the Arts. And one location is going to be here in Glassboro, that is on May 6th, where we will be showing art from all over the area at Innovations, the store, at 11 East, which is a coffee shop by March Tannenbaum, in 2 museums, and in the library, and also with a concert at the firehouse. That's going to be a big day, and it's going to kick off the month of May as Arts in Glassboro.
While Glassboro is trying to put some polish into its cleanup project, it's going to take a little bit more than polish for Mayor Chell in Mantua Township to clean up the Struthers and Dunn site on Lambs Road. But he's going to do it one way or the other. So for people who maybe just moved into the area, people who didn't know, what was actually made here and what would we have seen maybe 10, 15 years ago at this facility?
Well, you'd see probably a lot of cars, a lot of employees made electrical components, and unfortunately, as I said, closed in the mid-90s, there hasn't been taxes paid on the property in a number of years, which hurts the township in a couple of different ways. And what we're able to do through the work of our all-volunteer Economic Development Committee and their consultants is it's been declared a brownfield site. And actually, we're very excited that the National Brownfield Association has picked this site as the first site in the whole country as a pilot program for a brownfield study and redevelopment project. So that's what we're all very excited about and want to let the public know about.
With this being the pilot program for the Brownfield Association, this is going to open up a whole new avenue for any other closed down properties abandoned in the town, as far as getting them clean, finding out what's wrong with them, if there is anything even wrong with them. And it's kind of like free money, more or less, from the government.
How would the Mantua Township residents benefit from having the state involved and also Brownfield involved as well?
I would expect that, as Mayor Chell stated, after all these years of having this particular site closed down and so many people lose jobs and this eyesore being part of their township, it's such a lovely neighborhood-oriented township. It's not the kind of site that Mantua people would want to have. And any help we can get, national recognition, state grants and loans, any help from people in control to help us, I would think would be beneficial for them. So they're excited, they're showing up at really all of the meetings, they're taking part in everything that we do.
And what we're able to do with our partnership with the National Brownfield Association and the County of Gloucester Economic Development is get some funds in so it doesn't cost the taxpayers any money to get the property back in a position where we can market it and it can be developed to get back on the tax rolls for the residents.
Aside from the Struthers and Dunn project, Mayor Chell has his hands full with the master plan.
We've been involved for about a year, well over a year, master plan update in the township. And as with any changes, there's a little bit of controversy, maybe some things people don't like to see, but we're excited about the master plan update. It's going to reduce the residential build out in the township by over 800 units. And it's going to further preserve open space and farmland. We've created a new zoning district called the Conservation Zoning District, which is a 1 house per 6 acre zoning district, which is going to focus more on our farmland areas and our open space areas in the township to keep those farmland and open space. So that's a big project that the Planning Board has adopted the master plan. It's going to come before the Township Committee shortly for final adoption. So we believe that is a blueprint for the township, and it just makes sense for what we've been doing in the township and continues preserving the open space and the farmland in the southeastern portion of the township and growth along where growth is appropriate. State Highway 45, areas like this where it's close to Route 55. So we're excited about the master plan and what it's going to do for us in the township. Down towards our park, there's going to be some bulldozers and some action as we build our bike path from the J. Mason Tomlin School to the Chestnut Branch Park. That is bids awarded. That's going to be happening. You're going to see that being built within days of now. So we're really excited about that. That's going to open up the park even more to kids that'll be able to get there on their bike safely, be able to walk there, jog there. So we're very excited about that project as well. You all hear the rumors, the residents hear the rumors about a Target, Lowe's project next to Timbercrest, across from the Timberline Shopping Center. We've been in contact with the developer for the site. Nothing is imminent, but we believe that probably over the summer they're going to be coming in with an application. And we still believe it'll probably be a Target. I don't know what else is going to be on the site, but so residents should look for that and keep an eye out for that if they have concerns or are in support of that, to make sure you let the Township Committee and the Township officials know about that.
It's very busy and very exciting, but you know what, I get asked that a lot. I love what I do. That's what makes it so good. I've been on council for approximately 6 years now, so I've been around long enough to know what's going on in town, get my feet wet in politics, etc. And there's so much going on, you really don't have time to think about it. We come here, I work full-time, come here every day after work, as do a lot of the council people, and we just jump right into it every day and every night.
What is the one thing that you think is important to be as mayor, and that you will not negotiate that at all? You'll make sure that, for sure, I'm going to do this as mayor.
I think it's listening to the residents. We went to 2 council meetings a month in January after we got sworn in. And that was very important to us because we're here, we know we're here for the residents. We want to listen to them. We want to make sure our services are there for the residents, improving our services. Our services are good. We got a great public works department, great MUA, great township employees, and that's what we want to keep going for that. That's our main goal, to be here for the people who live here, which we did too. The majority of us grew up here. I was born and raised in Deptford, been here all my life, so I know what the town's about, and that's who we're here for. We're here for the residents. That's our main goal. Growth in Deptford Township is a hot topic and a very big concern to us. And what we're doing is as soon as Monday night, we're again making a revision to the master plan of Deptford Township to try to help control that growth. We're not here to stop it, which we can't do if we wanted to anyway. But we want to get it online where we're growing at a pace that's controllable for us, so the services can keep up, police protection can keep up, and even the school system. And our hot geographical location, people want to come to Deptford. They want to come here, businesses want to come here, people want to come here to live. We're 5 minutes from Philadelphia. A lot of our new residents are from Philly. But that's what one of our main goals is, controlling the growth of the town to serve the residents. Traffic is definitely a problem in Deptford Township, especially for us, and we've seen it coming, and we've seen it happen for the people like me who grew up here. And we're doing everything we can to try to control it. We just did a traffic plan master study, last year that we commissioned, and that was just to give us some ideas of how to control the traffic. But because of our geographical location, there's just a lot of pass-through traffic from down Delsey Drive, down Cooper Street. It's just a very busy place to be.
You talked about growth. What is some of the things that are going on in Deptford Township maybe the residents may know about or may not know about?
I think one of the exciting things just recently, and there's always something going on, is Outback and Bonefish Grill are opening up probably in April and within 2 to 3 weeks. So they're the 2 new restaurants over by the Deptford Mall. The Ground Round just got taken over by a restaurant chain. They're in the middle of a renovation. So they're 2 of the soonest things coming in, the quickest things coming in. The major application that got approved was what we call the RCA site. It's an AIG Baker development, and that got approved by the planning board, so that'll be coming in. We're not sure, they didn't apply for permits yet, but we're anticipating them coming in as the major development coming in first. And other than that, there's just a lot of applications before the planning board for different commercial applications.
What are some of the things that when you take off your mayor's shoes and you're done with your job? What do you like to do when you're hanging out by yourself at home?
Well, I still stay busy. I'm still the vice president of Deptford Little League. Tomorrow's opening day, so I'm down at the fields with all the volunteers down there. We just had a work party last Saturday. We were up there all Saturday working on the field, so I stay very busy with that. And the volunteers in this town that keep that going are just tremendous. I also teach the Rucker Safety Awareness Program for all the volunteer coaches. Me and a fellow named Donnie Bazzufi just taught one last week. All our volunteer coaches have to take that course to be able to get onto the fields. So that keeps me busy. There's a lot going on besides all the meetings I have to go to in my position as the mayor.
Sports, I know you're into sports.
Yes.
Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers fan?
All of them, especially the Phillies, of course, because of my love for baseball. But yeah, I love going over to Phillies games. When I can, though, I don't get the opportunity to go that often. But yeah, absolutely. The Sixers, the Flyers. As a matter of fact, I went to my first Flyers game probably 2 or 3 years ago and loved it. From watching it on TV to seeing it live is just tremendous. But yeah, sure, I enjoy it all.
Favorite food?
Favorite food is probably fried chicken.
Well, my wife makes that.
My wife's the best cook in the world.
And your family, if you want to just...
I have 3 children. My daughter's in Rowan College. One of my sons, my middle son, is in Camden County, and I have another son as a senior in high school. So they're getting up there now, and the last one's heading for college next year, so I'll I'll have 3 in college next year.
What does Mayor Medani have in common with one of our mayors in Gloucester County? Well, Mayor Medani and Mayor Clark both like to mix it up a little bit in martial arts. Quick little fun fact. Speaking of getting in shape, West Deptford has a great new FIT program going on in Eagle Country.
Welcome to West Deptford and our Riverwinds Community Center. We are here, we're going to take you on a tour of the whole facility, and I'm also going to highlight our latest program that we're starting here in town. It's called West Deptford Gets Fit Together. It's a program that we're going to be starting, we're kicking it off April 1st, and it's going to be an 8-week program. And everyone is going to get a pedometer that's in the program, and it'll monitor your steps. And it'll tell you how many steps you're walking each day, and then you'll log it in, and after 8 weeks you'll bring it in, and we are going to be giving out some awards and some prizes. We also have a t-shirt that we're handing out for everyone to wear, and we have sponsors in the back also. So this is all part of our new program, and it's a program designed to help people stay well and healthy through walking, biking, and that sort of type of activity. And in doing this, we feel that we'll become a healthier and a more active community. At this time, I'm going to take you on a little tour of the facility. So you want to follow me? In here we have our workout, our weights. As you can see, we have our treadmills. We have several different things that everybody can enjoy. It depends on the person and what the person really wants to do as far as activity-wise and how well, but we always recommend that they see their family doctor before they start to exercise or do any sort of a program. I'm going to also take you on the track and show you our track. This is our walking track. Now this is, like I said, the facility is strictly for West Deptford residents and people that live in town and work in town. We opened it up to people that work in town also. But the program, West Deptford Gets Fit Together, is for anyone. You do not have to be a member of Riverwinds to start this program. So we're encouraging everyone to do this. It'll be a way of life, and we want to keep everyone active, as well as our seniors and our small children. And in here, if you can look, we have our pool, which is, it starts out from the toddlers, which are real tiny, and it's real shallow. And then it goes into where we have a sliding board, which is beautiful. The children just love that. And then we have the Olympic-sized swimming pool. And the pool is designed, our swim team from the high school also work out and use the pool for practices. Now we're at our rock climbing wall, which is, as you can see, it's a wall designed for, usually the children are here, and we have attendants that hold them and bounce them, and they just love this wall. It's wonderful. As a matter of fact, we've had the Flyers come on occasion to come and use the rock climbing wall. They love it, and it's a workout for them. They've been here several times over the course of the years it's been open. And I'm going to take you through here and show you down our hall here. We have our basketball courts on both sides. We have, they're both regulation basketball courts. This one is the larger of the two. Actually, this is considered 2 regulation basketball courts. And I'm going to let you look down. As you can see, though, it's kind of quiet right now. In the evenings, though, we have teams here that have games, and we've had wrestling matches in here also that we use it for. And on this side, we have the smaller of the 2 basketball courts. And I don't know, I guess you can also see the track runs around the whole facility. So you're never bored while you're walking or running on the track. There's always something you can look at, whether it be playing ball or whatever. And then straight ahead is a workout room. There's someone in there now, I believe, but in the evenings and during the day, we have classes, yoga classes, there's dance classes, and then there's the regular exercise type classes that we have there. Now I'm showing you the outside of the facility and what we have going on outdoors here. We have actually down here we have Friday night concerts. It's an amphitheater, and we do concerts every Friday night here, and it's used other times also. We have children come and they practice for the different musicals and things here also, and it's very accommodating. They love it. And way out at the point here, if you can see this road, at the end of the road is where the hotel conference center is going to be built, straight out there. And then a little further, actually on the first tee of the golf course, is where the clubhouse is going to be. And then way out here at our point, we also have the restaurant going up. And they are the owners of the Hollywood and Adelphia restaurant that'll be building a restaurant out there. The restaurant's supposed to get started in the spring, and it should be, well, right about now it's going to be underway, and it'll be ready for next spring. The hotel conference center will be starting also within the next couple months, and that facility should be ready within a year and a half. They're saying about 18 months or so. And that's what we're all looking forward to this right now. And I think it's a big boost and a great thing for our community. But the main thing right now, my big thing is this Get Fit program. We want to see people stay healthy and be more active, older people as well as the younger ones. So this is a big, big push that we're doing right now. And it's an 8-week program. We encourage everyone in town to come over and join. It's free. And we really encourage them to come and do this.
While West Deptford is trying to get fit, Woodbury is trying to fit a Walgreens in an old Dunkin' Donuts site next to the Gloucester County Times. There's a couple of eyesores, I guess, in downtown Woodbury, but you're fixing that right now.
We are. We started in January. It was a partnership of the Woodbury City Government, Main Street Woodbury Inc., and the Woodbury Merchants and Professional Association, a new economic development initiative. And what we are trying to do is really focus our attention on the downtown. The building behind me is probably going to be demolished, I would hope, within the next few months. The entire area, this corner of Broad Street and Penn Street, is being applied for a new Walgreens, and they are coming to our planning board in a couple of weeks, and by the time this actually airs we'll probably have our answer. But one of the things they will be doing is demolishing the blighted buildings that are already here, the old Dunkin' Donuts, the old Labor Ready building, this warehouse behind me, and the auto repair shop will all be taken down, and the entire corner will be redeveloped into a new Walgreens. And the plans are quite elaborate and very attractive. But they're just one of the things that are happening in our downtown. The initiative is looking at issues like parking, which if you live in Woodbury, you know that the downtown has a parking problem. We're looking at the traffic on ways to make it more friendly for pedestrians to get across Route 45, because right now you have 4 lanes going back and forth. And one of the complaints we get about shoppers is they don't feel safe crossing over. So we're looking at ways to make it feel safer. We are also looking at the appearance. When should trash be picked up so that we don't have trash blowing around the downtown? Do we have a loitering problem? If so, is it just a need to have a place for the kids to go? Issues like this. And our steering committee is focusing on these issues first, because we have to fix those things before the businesses really want to come. Once we fix those things, the businesses will come. And we've already started to see evidence that that's true. Walgreens is just the first. We also have an application coming for a new medical facility in North Woodbury, which would be quite a lovely addition to that area of town. The Lakeside Professional Campus on Evergreen Avenue, people have seen that under construction for quite a while now, and they're almost finished. They're taking tenants, and we'd like to see them occupied. And the old Donato's Pizza site, we just got word that there's an application coming to Planning Board for something to go there. So there's a lot of activity right now, and we feel very, very optimistic about the entire face of the downtown is going to be changing over the next 12 months. It may not all be finished in 12 months, but you'll see the changes starting to happen. And people are very excited about that, because not only does it help the shoppers, it helps the economy of the downtown, but it also helps with the tax base. So we're very, very pleased about that.
And also you have Stewart Park.
Stewart Park, last year when you and I talked, That was just getting underway. It was Green Acres grant money paying for the refurbishment and reconstruction of our football, baseball fields. And that work is complete except for the sod, which you'll see going down any day now. And the sod will be laid, and then that project will be complete. And then we're going to go into phase 2. Phase 2 will be a new basketball court, walking paths, and a dock. So you can actually have a dock to tie your, bring you up to down where the ramp now exists. And not in part of phase 2, but a separate issue is the development of the tennis court area, which is going to be completely redesigned and done so that you can have a new public space that will also be permitted to have skateboarding in there. And I know there's a lot of teenagers in this town that are very anxious for that to happen, and that design work will begin this year as well. So Stewart Park is going to look a lot different by the end of the year. I should also mention that the former Sickle Shopping Center, which is now known as Martin Shopping Center, is going to be doing a major refurbishment as well. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it would. I had hoped that they would do this last year, but I understand that their permits are now ready and that they're going to be complete new facades and bring everything up to code, and that they do have tenants who want to come into that shopping center, which is good news for the people in that area of town and for shoppers like myself who want some services that are closer to home. So that's also a nice addition to the town. Well, the long-range plans is to create Woodbury as a downtown destination. We have a lot of development going on around us. We have the River Winds that just unveiled their plans for a hotel conference center. So you have a lot of people coming in there. Glassboro, you just had this announcement about these professional soccer fields, and they also are going to build a conference center down there. And the development with homes in the area. Well, people want something to do. So we want our downtown Woodbury to be, hey, let's go to Woodbury for the day. Let's go visit the Historic Museum and have lunch and do some shopping or whatever it is. We want to make it so that you want to come here and spend your time. And that is our goal, ultimately. That's our long-range goal. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 years, it'll begin becoming a reality.
Sorry, that's all the time we have for this edition of Your Town. So we can only give you just a taste of what's going on in Gloucester County. Next month, we're going to give you another taste of Gloucester County. It's the annual event at Aletto's Catering. And also, even though it's starting to heat up, we're thinking chili next month. The big chili cook-off is coming to Gloucester County, and we're going to be there. So remember, if you see us, don't forget to stop by and say hi, because maybe you could be on Your Town. Thanks for joining us.